protecting Arizona. 12 News Today starts now.
It's been a hot topic since George Zimmerman's arrest, the controversial Stand Your Ground law.
And we wanted to know more about this law in our state. So coming up, Chris Rafsky is going to give us an in-depth look at the rights that you have under that law and what lawmakers hope to change about it.
Protests have been widespread since the George Zimmerman verdict, many calling for a change in gun laws, specifically the Stand Your Ground law. Well, some lawmakers here in Arizona are challenging the state legislature to review the state's version of the law, while Republican State Representative John Kavanaugh says he is inclined to keep the law the way it is. Democrats, like State Senator Steve Gallardo, offered a stern warning if the law isn't looked at more closely.
If we ignore what we have on the books, we can only expect we will have a Trayvon Martin here in the state of Arizona.
All right, so what rights do Arizona's Stand Your Ground law actually give you? Chris Rafsky's live this morning, and it seems like there's a lot of gray area here, Chris.
Yeah, it certainly does. So let's take a look and see what the Arizona law actually says. If we put it up in verbatim, it reads, quote, "A person is justified in threatening or using physical force against another when and to the extent a reasonable person will believe that physical force is immediately necessary to protect himself against others' use of attempted use of unlawful physical force." Okay, a lot of law language there, but we bring in Cindy Castillo right now, a local defense attorney. What does that mean?
Basically, what it means is this. You can use physical force if you believe that a person is, if a reasonable person believes that you're going to use physical force against them.
Okay.
Basically, all that means is you don't have to retreat. You don't have to wait for somebody to hit you. If you think somebody's going to hit you, you can use physical force in order to prevent you from being injured, hurt.
Okay, so we want to use your expertise. We have a couple scenarios to try and educate folks at home what the law would allow you to do. We have Roger here. He's got his cell phone out. We're pretending that that cell phone is a weapon, a gun. Okay, if Roger is pointing a gun at me, would I be lawfully able to shoot him?
Absolutely. In the state of Arizona, with the Stand Your Ground statute, the way it is if you believe that physical force, and in this situation it's deadly physical force, is going to be used against you and it's imminent, then you have the right to use deadly physical force against him.
All right, so Roger has no weapon now, right? He's not showing anything, but let's say he's verbally saying that he wants to kill me, okay? He's giving a verbal threat to my life. Would I be able to use it then?
In the state of Arizona, the statute's pretty clear under this scenario. Verbal provocation is not enough. You have to have a little bit more than verbal provocation.
All right, so what if we're in a fight, though? What if he's punching me or he's trying to punch me? Would I be able to use a weapon then?
Again, in the state of Arizona, you have to believe that you need to use a reasonable person. Would they believe that deadly force is necessary in order to prevent him from seriously physically injuring you?
Okay.
Probably not. That's the difference. There is just the fighting words alone with a fist is probably not sufficient.
Okay.
Now, if he takes out a bat, something else, you might be justified under that circumstance.
Okay, so basically if you believe that your life is in danger, then you lawfully can use that weapon. Cindy Castillo, thanks for helping to educate us this morning.